Hey, what's going on, guys? That was Fish On from Yakuza 3. Hopefully you guys are doing okay tonight. I honestly wasn't prepared to go live, so got up and running, ready to go. I have a sweatshirt on and sweatpants on and almost nothing else, so cool. We're gonna be doing a game today called Trolley Problem Inc. And there is Twitch integration. You guys can participate. We will get to see who exactly is a terrible person and who exactly is not. No, I'm joking. Everybody's terrible. We already know that. However, you cannot be a terrible person by donating if you are able to. Exclamation point donate will get you access to that info. Raising money for direct relief to help the people who are having issues in the Ukraine right now. As was stated earlier in the last couple blocks, this is going towards medical relief and I believe food and housing, not towards any governments and or weapons or anything like that. So definitely a good cause, definitely one that you can look into as well if you want to find out some more info. That should be all listed on the donation page. So let me launch the game. I'm going to start a new score. If those of you who saw me play it a couple weeks ago, I'm going to start a new score so we don't have to worry about any hopping in at a weird time. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. One more button to hit. Hang on. Where is it? Too many buttons. Too many buttons. Browser. Let's see. Alert. No. Capture card. No. Game capture. No. Camera. Hello. Hopefully everyone's doing all right tonight. Start a new game here. Let's see. English, wiggle effect, CRT, windowed mode. Okay, continue. This is going to be a custom game. I do have a face. Some people like it, some people don't. It's okay. So I'm going to do streamer's choice on this one. However, you guys can still vote, so we still will see who is a terrible person and who is not. It's just I have the final choice. The one rule is answer truthfully. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And own your choices. You always thought I looked like a gear. Well, you haven't seen the rest of me.
Game contains adult themes. It does
Oh, sorry.
sexual content, horror, or show violence. Choices matter, so please take your time. Player discretion is still advised. Please sign your name below, showing you understand and agree to endorse every decision you make.
G E A R.
Actions speak louder than words.
We'll double check to make sure that integration's
Welcome
working
to
before we
Trolley
play.
Problem Inc., founded to help people travel safely across the nation. All our employees must show 3 core values: responsibility, integrity, and respect.
Don't laugh at the lowercase e. Stop
Let's
it.
start your training.
Okay. Well, you can't vote yet. It should prompt you in a
There's
second
runaway
here.
trolley barreling down the railway tracks. On the tracks are 5 people.
It is
unable
not
to
prompting.
move.
Okay. We may have to restart it. It did this last time too.
If you pull this lever, the trolley will switch to a different set of tracks. However, you notice there is a person
Yes,
on the
okay.
other track.
Let me restart. It just takes a few seconds to grab a hold. Grab a hand to the info here. Yeah, streamer's choice. Okay. I wrote yeah. Continue. All right.
Actions speak louder than words.
Let's see if it works this time. Last time it took a few tries, but once it started, it was fine.
Welcome to Trolley Problem Inc.,
Yeah,
founded to help people travel safely across.
Sorry, I'm just going to change the volume for me as well.
And respect. With that in mind, there's a runaway trolley
Let's
barreling
see.
down the railway tracks. On the tracks are 5 people unable
Still not
to
prompting.
move. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will switch to a different set of tracks. However,
I might restart the
notice
game.
there is a person on the other track. What
No, it would be registering it. It prompts you in chat, like it'll ask the question in chat. So, hang on a second. We will get through this. Gonna relaunch the game. Recapture the game. Oh, it's thinking. No, it's not. The game doesn't hate you. It's just takes a second. It did this last time too. You can see all my gears, yeah. All my gears. What's cool is, oh, I can't show it to you. My desktop is the same thing, just with color. So when I swap to my desktop, it looks the same. Okay. Success. You may now log back in. It may take a few seconds to pick up the login and require you to focus on the game's window by clicking on it. Please be patient and retry if you're still facing the loading screen for more than 15 seconds. Okay. So, campaign. Continue.
Actions speak louder than words. Welcome to Trolley Problem Inc., founded to help people travel safely across the nation.
Yes.
All our employees must show 3 core values: responsibility, integrity, and respect. With that in mind, let's start your training.
Okay.
There's a runaway trolley barreling down the railway tracks.
No, it didn't
On the
prompt.
tracks are 5 people
Son of
unable
a
to
bee.
move. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever,
There, now it's
the
open.
trolley will switch
Perfect.
to a different set of tracks.
So you have to wait
However,
until you see me prompt you in
notice
chat.
There is a person on the other track. What do you do?
So the way this is set up, you guys can vote. You can see the results of your vote up here. However, I am going to choose the answer that I want to choose. I will take your vote into consideration. However, I am going to be the ringleader, and all the bad things that happen we can pin on me. Okay.
Oh. So you're just going to do nothing?
No, I'm gonna pull a lever. Of course. Why would you not pull a lever? One death versus 5 deaths. It's simple. Simple maths.
I hope
You only get
that
1
means
point
our
instead of 5.
employees
Yeah.
will forgive you.
So what's nice is they reference things, court cases, online references that you can go look up and learn about the decision. I also love the
We don't expect
soundtrack.
candidates to kill someone on their first day, but we'll give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. Just think a little more before acting next time.
So, we killed 1 person today. We agree, or yeah, most of us agree with about 70%, a little less than 70% of the people around the world. This is my other score right here. I don't know what I wrote. It looks like Reed, but that's me. That's my other playthrough. And Reed Graves right here is the dev of the game, the creator. So we're in agreement with myself, of course, and we're in agreement with the creator of the game so far.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ancient cave drawings is exactly what it
This
is.
test will focus on the first principle, responsibility. Here's Polly. She's 5 years old.
Hello, Polly.
While she loves to play in the sand with her dolls, she dreams of looking after the world. Polly's destiny is to grow up to be a great doctor. More of us should take a leaf out of her book.
Good on you, Polly.
A trolley is heading towards another 5 people. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will derail and descend down a hill heading for the park's sandpit. You notice that Polly is in the sandpit, sculpting her dream hospital. What do you do?
Do you pull the lever or the lever or do nothing? Do you sacrifice Polly, who is building a hospital in her sandbox, in order to save 5 people? We're saving Holly from the horrors of medical school. Yeah, the college loans for medical school. I agree with most of chat. Still, 1 life for 5.
All kids this much.
Yes, a one-time payment for her funeral versus a recurring payment for college. I agree.
Bye-bye, Polly.
I have a dad mustache. I mean, I have a beard as well. It's not just a mustache. My work ID is me and just a mustache, and it looks weird. But yes, I do have facial hair. I am an adult, a grown man with a grown man voice. Kill the child. Oh.
That is an odd take on being responsible. The dictionary definition: to be the primary cause of something and so able to be blamed or credited for it. Are you to blame for the death of a young girl?
We killed 1 person and 1 child who is not a person. Children are not people. So we agreed with a little over half. 56.03% of people agreed to kill Polly. The remaining 43.97% of people killed 5 people instead of Polly. And we disagreed with the dev, more importantly. Interesting.
The end justifies the means. The key to this test is integrity. This is Tyrone. He is a
This guy looks like Zod, except Zod is not nearly that
who
heavy.
enjoys binge-watching crime shows. Tyrone is a very large man. You don't really know anything else about him, apart from the fact that he has a severe phobia of trains.
That's true. He's not bald enough. Zod is more bald. Okay, so he's scared of trains.
Now we are upping the ante. You are on a bridge with Tyrone, watching a trolley speeding towards 5 people again. You can only stop it by deliberately pushing Tyrone off the bridge, blocking its path. Do you push Tyrone off the bridge? Or let the train hit 5 people?
This is terrible. Do we do nothing? Or do we kill Tyrone to save 5 people? It's the same question. It's still the same as killing a little girl or killing the anonymous person on the track. The only difference is Tyrone's scared of trains. That's it. It's the same thing. He'll be fine, yeah. I mean, it's still when you boil it down.
21 million people are starving in the world.
When you boil it down, it's still 1 versus 5, right? Sorry, Tyrone. How is he so fat that he stops his speeding train? I mean, maybe he dies and the train breaks after that, like applies its brakes, not breaks down. He's gonna Spider-Man stop it. I like the pained bee. It's still the same issue. It's just you're putting your hands on him instead of pulling a lever. Correct.
The cleaning company with the best reviews are Happy Cleaning Limited. Who knew one body could make so much mess? You're going to have to tip them well.
2 people killed. 1 child killed. How is the volume? Does anything need to change? I see I'm a little bit louder than the game, but that's probably a good thing, yeah? The train hits him so hard that it liquefies. Clogging the train wheels and stopping the train. It seems good. Okay. We need to kill more children. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. You want the game to be louder? Okay, I gotta go back to the menu for that.
A cat has 9 lives. Now for the final core value, respect.
All right. I think it needs to be a little louder as well. That's why I was asking. The voice, I think we can definitely
7,
Ooh.
7,
pull up.
8,
I like the sound effect.
9, 10,
I don't know if it's actually
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1,
No, it is.
3,
4,
5,
6,
7,
8,
9,
10.
10.
Okay. Cool. Campaign. That was bothering me. Continue. Okay.
A cat.
The numbers,
has 9
Mason.
lives. Now for the final core value, respect. It seems we've run out of resources to continue your testing. I'm going to need you to go and grab some mannequins. You will need to take the next trolley, so don't get distracted by that dog. The trolley leaves in 1 minute.
Mike, I'm okay with a happy medium between PG and not more. No, and more than PG. I just don't want things to turn into like, I don't even want to say it. Just, tasteful. Be tasteful. That's all, PG-13, yeah, there we go. They do have something between PG and R, and it's PG-13.
There is a dying dog down on the tracks. No trolleys will use that line today, so the dog will not be hit. You're in a rush. Do you kill the dog, putting it out of its misery, or leave it to die, cold and alone?
Do you spare the dog, or do you leave it to die? It's a tough question. I love the soundtrack for this game, by the way. Chat is very much split. B is just barely winning. I am of the mind that in the confines of this scenario,
Let nature take its course. Don't listen to the yelps.
where we have to do something, either leave the dog to die or kill the dog dies either way, right? So in the context, in the confines of this hypothetical, I would put the dog out of its misery. No, we're not a doctor.
A man is missing a best friend.
We don't have time to bring the dog to a vet. We have to take the train. It's leaving in 1 minute. I would like to think in real life I would spare the dog, although if I was actually in the situation, who knows? 40% leave, 60% kill. That's pretty close.
When you respect something, you're meant to care about its feelings and wishes. Instead, you just killed it.
Don't. We agreed, or I agreed, with 44.91% of players worldwide. So, most people. So yeah, the dev answer is not even a choice. Most people seems like they would leave the dog. Just over half. So maybe not most, just barely half. Yeah, there was no save the dog option. He's the dev, so he cheated.
If you play with fire, you'll get burned. Oh, great. I've just heard those kids are back. They keep sneaking down onto the tracks. With all the training from this week, you should be able to decide a straightforward outcome for these reprobates. Just remember, respect, responsibility, and integrity.
You couldn't vote. Yeah, I understand. Yes, the out of context receipt was just children killed 1.
5 trespassers have snuck down onto the trolley line even though signs warn them of the dangers. The trolley is currently heading for a co-worker. Do you let your co-worker die or sacrifice the delinquents?
This is just the same question reskinned. 5 people versus 1 person. However, the 1 person is doing his job and is your friend or coworker, excuse me. The 5 delinquents are trespassing on private train property. You can change your answer, yes. You just have to vote for the other one. It's not our fault the kids can't read. Oh man. You're still distilling it down to 1 versus 5.
If trespassers weren't there, you would change the path, right?
I mean, the choice of doing nothing is letting your coworker die. It's heading towards your coworker. So you can intervene and kill more people,
Guess you value criminals over co-workers then.
or you can do nothing.
Noted.
I like the take of it's not my fault that my coworker's in the way. Yeah. Yeah, I would 1 versus 5 again still. That's another tough choice.
You killed a co-worker. All right then, I guess your results for the first week are in. I'll run these up the flagpole and see what the suits upstairs think.
Yeah, they were delinquents, but you know, it looks like I agreed with 47.86% of players, so just barely over half would kill the kids instead of your coworker. You've chosen to be strapped to the train tracks, yes. Ooh, a letter.
Dear Sir or Madam, we have been following your exemplar practice this week at Trolley Problem Inc. and would like to thank you for your hard work, especially when some challenging decisions had to be made. We would like to invite you to take employment at the Trolley Health Corporation, THC. This is a prestigious position and was created to help keep the public safe through all walks of life.
I like Punch's explanation of delinquents, meaning they stole some Doritos or something. Nothing. You don't think they should get squashed for it? Yes, they stole some Doritos, and thus, therefore, it's punishable by being ran over by a train. If I was one person, would I want someone to choose to kill me if it meant 5 others would live? I mean, I wouldn't want to die. That's the selfish in me. Like, if you personalize it to that point where I'm dying instead of 5 other people, yeah, I wouldn't want to die. Why would I want to die? But at the same time, there's a few other people there who, I don't know. That's a tough one. No, I don't want to die.
The best laid plans go astray.
I understand the difference between dying
Looks like you've impressed someone
and killing, I
upstairs
guess.
with
but-
last week's answers. You've been transferred to the Trolley Health Corporation, THC. THC is stoic, focusing more on justice, temperance, courage, and wisdom. We'll start with justice.
If it was me or the other 5 people in my family, yeah, no, I'd probably say me. That changes the scales are weighted differently that way. Why? I wouldn't want to kill the rest of my family. If it were me versus one other person in my family, I would still probably do me. Why? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's oh boy, that changes the equation so much. Oh man.
Today, you'll be in A&E. A young male has come in from a car accident and urgently needs a heart transplant. There's only one in the hospital, and this heart is scheduled to be given to an elderly man waiting upstairs. He will surely die without it. Who should get the heart?
Yeah, it's tough because in all these scenarios, it's very much in the confines of the question. In real life, you can maybe save the dog. In real life, you can maybe, get people off the track or radio for the train to stop or there's more than 2 options in real life. You know what I mean? I think I would have to give it to the young man.
Sounds
Unfortunately.
like his car may have caused the accident.
Who stops? Well, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that goes into who gets it and who doesn't.
News just in, the young male has alcohol in his blood. Was he driving?
Yeah, see, the voice tries to throw you off. You're making it unnecessarily harder. Yes, exactly. Ah. Yes. Yeah. Down here, these are all real
You made
real
an excellent
references.
choice. Well done. The elderly man deserved that heart much more. Oh, wait. Did you save the young guy? Oh.
Another person killed on our list. Surprisingly, just over half of people decide to give it to the old man. So we are in the minority saying it should go to the young man. Interestingly enough, someone would have to die regardless in that scenario. All these scenarios so far, somebody or a dog has to die, or a dog, or potentially a child who is not a person or people.
You can't win them all.
Yeah.
You're late. The hospital is rammed. Every staff member has their hands full, so you're going to have to go out on the ward and help the sick, gross, decaying people. Remember, temperance. Restrain yourself and think it through.
Yeah, I agree with the alcohol in the blood changes things. I'm taking her comments as more of like trying to make you question your choice than absolute facts. However, yeah, if you were came in and you had alcohol in your blood, I don't think they would even try and do that operation. You know what I mean? I feel like they wouldn't, because of the alcohol, not from a moral standpoint, but from like a medical standpoint. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That's just take the blood out. Yes, take the blood out and let the alcohol evaporate, and then put it back in. It's just medicine. That's how it works.
A patient has begged to be euthanized. Euthanasia is currently illegal. You will have to be the one who gives the lethal dose. You will need to look into their eyes and end their life. What do you do?
You can change the vote. Yes, just vote for whichever one you want. It'll change on you. This is an interesting one. Euthanasia is illegal. However, they're begging to be euthanized. I would have to be the one to do it. I think personally, I played like the first quarter or something of this game already, so I kind of know some of these questions. But from my personal point of view, if there's a way to do it,
The family will be thankful. They can still feel good about sending flowers.
if there's a way to do it where it won't be traced back to me, there you go. Easy. I'll take him out. If it was something where it was like it would be pinned back to me immediately, then
What if they're
maybe
undercover?
we'll discuss it. But
This could be a sting operation.
yeah, if any of these that you're looking for more info, these down here are the references to real life events that happened that this morality came into question. Very interesting stuff. Who does a sting operation like this? I don't know. Maybe there's been a rash of
Actually did it.
euthanasias.
I thought you would have learned not to kill
Euthanisms?
people by now.
Why would you conjugate that? I guess a rash of euthanasia. So again, surprisingly, almost 62% of people, almost 62% of people would not kill him. One murdered, people killed, pushing Tyrone onto the track so he splats and stops the train is not murder. Euthanizing somebody is, though. Killing does not equal murder. Yeah, right? The dead child was not murdered. Oh, we get a prize, right? Super loud. A used syringe. Yes. A morality loot box. We get to choose.
Be slow in choosing, but slower in changing. The last few days have been tough. It was only a week ago you were on the trolleys. Today should be easier. You have a choice to make which some people would see as a good problem to have. It's just going to take courage.
I think Mike and Joel have tweeted the charity schedule. I can pull it up real quick if you would like to see it. Give me one moment as I navigate through Discord to bring it up. Here you go. So tomorrow, Limes is starting at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. At 6 o'clock will be a multiplayer block. We'll be doing some Mario Kart. And 9 o'clock will be Vinny, all Eastern Time. So translate that into your own time zones. I don't have a donate a schedule command. Excuse me. I do have a donate command, so feel free to use that. But to donate to the charity, not to me. I don't. Thank you, but I don't need your money. Donate to the charity. But yes. So tomorrow, yeah, I was trying to figure out when I could do a time because I didn't want to do something with Twitch integration at like 11 a.m. You know, but this worked out today, so here we are. So yes, that is tomorrow's schedule over here. Feel free to screenshot and or copy the long URL into a notepad and open it up yourself later. No EU, yeah, sorry.
Patients. Each needs a different organ, but no organs are available. A healthy young traveller.
All right, Race, have a good night.
Routine checkup. Their organs are compatible with all 5 dying patients. Do you kill the tourist and use their organs to save the 5 in desperate need? That's 1 life for 5.
So this is the one. This is the one that got me last time. There is one healthy person who's traveling. Do I sacrifice that one person to save 5? I so far have been pretty staunch on the 1 life saved. 5 lives saved is worth 1 death.
Crikey!
But
we're getting dark.
I don't think I could kill a tourist. He forgot his visa permit. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. This one's tough. This is like direct.
He's getting away. Don't you want to save the many?
Direct murder.
Is his life worth it?
Yes, a free bag of organs. Yeah, this is a tough one. I couldn't kill a tourist, even if that means 5 people are dying. That's tough, man. Which, like I said, I know it goes against what I've been saying. 5 saved is worth 1 death, but
let 5 people die today. You probably should have looked into their backgrounds. Looks like one was researching into improving vaccines. Hopefully that won't be an issue down the road.
We agree with 83.48% of players. I'm saying we, like you guys. I mean, you guys mostly agreed with me. A real tourist trap. The 5 people could have founded 5 guys. Damn it.
You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. You have been promoted yet again. You now run the hospital. You've been asked to roll out a new vaccine in Central City. This vaccine will stop a large number of children from becoming severely ill, but you'll need to deal with their parents. We need your words of wisdom. Do you start a mandatory vaccination program among children to stop this endemic? Slight problem. Clinical trial data suggests the vaccine will make 1 in 5 children severely ill, much worse than the virus itself.
Yeah, now we're getting into some questions, huh? I personally am very into vaccines. I think they're helpful. However, I think in this case, if we have suggestions that the vaccine is going to make people ill, I would not do it. I would not make it mandatory. Yes, exactly. No vaccine would be approved. The 1 in 5 fail rate. I agree. So even though...
Don't tell me you're in charge of a hospital and an anti-vaxxer.
Shut up, computer. Even though I think vaccines are good, personally, that is too severe of a risk to take.
How did you answer the trolley one again?
Was this game made pre-pandemic? No, it came out the 21st, April 21st. So it was finished post-pandemic. We'll put it that. Well, if you want to call this post, depending on how you think about it.
Well, you've definitely made a name for yourself. Next, you'll be telling me you believe in healing crystals, coloured auras, and ghosts.
5,000 ill children, but they're not dead. They're not killed. They're not dead. It's the important part. I agreed with 53.41% of players worldwide. The government caught all the ghosts in
Beggars
1902.
can't be
Yeah,
choosers.
the Ghostbusters picked them up.
Your hospital
Shungai.
is getting noticed. You're now going to have to make some big decisions. They will affect a lot of people. While choosing, always keep in mind justice, temperance, courage, and wisdom. The people need you to be stoic.
The narrator will hate us no matter the choice. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the whole game is designed to make you think. What's my medical background? I consistently do surgery upon myself to remove ingrown toenails. That's about it. Otherwise, I have no medical background. However, this is my
Will you
game.
try to develop breakthrough
So,
medicines for the endemic?
I'm making my choices I want to
While
make.
testing, placebos will be given to thousands of ill patients. Without proper treatment, some will die today in the hope you could make a breakthrough tomorrow. Do you start the research or continue treating patients as usual?
The dead child. Do we give people placebos and make them think they're receiving real treatment? Placebos will be given to thousands of ill patients without proper treatment. Some will die today. The hopes you can make a breakthrough tomorrow. So do we lie to people in order to try and help people later? Did I flash that? No, that's the game. Me personally, again, I'm in control. You can feel free to feel different. I think that if we are treating people who are expecting to receive medicine and instead giving them placebos is unethical. If they wish to volunteer to be in trials and potentially receive placebos, that's their choice. However, I will not give them placebos just because I want to see if medicine works or not.
Developing new medicines is a smart move. Let's just let others treat the patients. Hopefully they will.
1,000 people killed. You think I picked the wrong one? That's fine. And I appreciate you having a different outlook on it. Like I said, I just what happened to the trolley? I just feel like if someone's there expecting to receive medicine and have not been informed that they could potentially receive a placebo, that's wrong. If you have the opportunity to administer and you wish to do different, then that's your choice. Yeah. I don't know. I picked the decision to give people placebos. Did I? Wait. Did I choose the wrong one? Oops. Okay. Well, that was that was me being dumb then. Roll back the tape. Roll back the tape. Oops. Well, you understood what I wanted to do. What's interesting is I got that wrong twice then because I did that the first time as well.
Dear insert_name. Congratulations. This letter is to certify that I have examined your work and believe you to be a perfect fit to fill the open position here in our Artificial Intelligence Division. In this role, you will help to develop the next generation of driverless cars. The future is upon us.
As you can see from my choosing of the wrong choice, I don't have a doctorate degree. I have a music degree for audio engineering, which I like to say makes me an engineer. That's about it. So.
Familiarity breeds contempt. Well, la-di-da, another promotion.
Thank you.
You're now in charge of a private self-driving automotive division, SAD. First things first, your artificial intelligence needs some direction.
Can I sing to the patients? You don't want to hear me sing. I play tuba, not sing.
Is traveling along a single-lane mountain road and is fast approaching a narrow tunnel. The car has 2 passengers. A child runs across the road but trips, blocking the tunnel entrance. Should the AI car hit and kill the child, or swerve off the cliff, killing both passengers?
When's the tuba stream? It's sitting on the floor right over here, but it's also 3 a.m. I don't think my landlord, who's sleeping a few feet above me, would appreciate me playing the tuba at night. Yeah, do we kill one child or two passengers? Tough one. Tough one. Where the child come from? Who knows?
That child has as much right to live as anyone else.
They were just playing. Maybe in their sandbox, and they jumped out of the way of a car that came to kill them. And look, now they tripped and fell in front of a tunnel. What if it's a ghost child? Yeah.
You put this car on the road. Do you not feel responsible for their death?
Well, there's your case. 2014. Yeah, AI cars, 2014. Sounds about right. The car is reversing towards the child.
There is a bigger issue here. How does the computer know that something in the road is human? Do we have good enough data sets? Currently, a lot of AI only recognizes white men.
We killed the second child. Children killed. 2. Why is a child playing on a mountain road? Maybe they live in the mountains. Maybe they're like, the child of the mountain man or something. Oh, that's a good movie title. The Child of the Mountain Man.
Necessity is the mother of invention. Ooh, someone's in trouble. The investors didn't like your last answer. They're also pissed because you brought up the dataset thing. This AI stuff is hard. I'm rooting for you this time. You need to choose how you want to carry on developing the car's AI. Do you want to focus on a model that would always save as many lives as possible in an accident, or a system that would save our passengers at any cost?
I feel like this one is pretty self-evident. You save the people who pay money. No, I'm joking. It would be the most, in my opinion. Sure, from a business perspective, B. However, am I here trying to run a business or live my best life by killing
Will people buy cars that will kill them?
I mean, again, you're answering these questions kind of in a bubble as well, so.
Well, hopefully people don't mind dying for total strangers.
Yes, it would. The car would just not turn on to save everybody from the greenhouse gas emissions. That's the first step. You're not getting in a car that would actively kill you to save children not looking at the stop sign.
Current datasets discriminate against minorities and women.
You kind of have to.
How can it work this out if it doesn't deem black women to be people?
12,420 valued customers. Yeah, I kind of agree. If the AI isn't working 100%, you gotta fix that first. But we're dealt the questions we're dealt, I suppose.
Honesty is the best policy. The technology these cars have in them is amazing. We know where everyone is at all times. Passengers just have to use an app to call them, and the closest one will be there in minutes. You can even make small talk with the AI while traveling. It's always listening.
Yes, always pack your car full no matter where you go, and that way you'll always be guaranteed to live. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, in real life, there are more ways to detect that there are obstacles than cameras. That's true. You have things like LiDAR and all that, which don't care about colors or anything, so or infrared and stuff like that. So,
a man is on trial. Police believe he committed murder. Allegedly, the AI's mic recorded a private conversation where the man confesses. Users don't know it's always recording. The defendant has denied access to their files. Do you bypass security and invade their privacy?
This was a tough one. This was a very tough one for me. I would like to think in a perfect world, we wouldn't need to be asked this question. And I think I am in the minority. With a warrant, yeah. I agree. I think with a warrant that data should be available.
Murderer walk the streets.
Yes, Cyber, that was kind of a thing. Again, with a warrant, I think that data should be available.
Ooh,
but there has to be a warrant, and then there has to be a real reason. Obviously, we are going to look at those 1849 cell phones to find out, or driving cars to find out the answer. This one is a tough one, though. It does set a precedent, yeah, 100%.
I have a feeling the investors upstairs will be happy with this. They can publicize how their cars are helping to defeat the terrorists.
This like I said, this is a tough one because I value my privacy. However, if the proper channels are gone through, with a warrant, I don't know. These questions are not designed to paint anybody in a good light, I suppose.
Don't put all
NSA
your
cars,
eggs
yeah.
in one basket. So the company has moved into delivery services now.
Oh yeah,
They
no,
move
I agree.
Pretty quick round here.
It sets
Sounds
a
like
bad
they've
precedent.
got some pretty important cargo. Good luck with the new workload.
I agree. It sets a bad precedent. I'm not saying that it's a choice that I would make lightly, but at the same time, if it can prove whether somebody killed somebody or not.
One of your cars has no passengers, but is carrying an irreplaceable prototype with the potential to end global warming. Fast approaching a narrow tunnel,
All right, good night,
once again
Lingonberry.
a child runs across the road but trips. Should your AI kill the child or swerve off the cliff, losing the prototype?
Do we kill the child or save the child? Chat really wants to kill the kid. Holy cow. Yeah, right? Who doesn't have a second model? But it's irreplaceable. Yeah, this is another tough one. Me personally, as much as it's irreplaceable,
World for the children, just not this one.
As much as it's irreplaceable, one life versus the potential for many, I don't know. Is the potential worth killing one person?
Is global warming even real?
I don't know. Tough one. Who's letting the kids near this tunnel? It's right next to the orphanage, dude. Didn't you hear? From the last question. The orphans just leave when they want to. And no, I'm joking. Wow. 2/3 of chat would kill the child.
Global warming will lead to more than 250,000 deaths each year and force 100 million people from their homes. Do you know any therapists who specialize in survivor's guilt?
I understand that, Mike. If you knew the person would kill again or prevent future harm, yeah, it's a tough question. No matter how you slice it, all these questions are tough. There's no good answers. There are arguably better answers, but I don't think you have any good answers. I'll just add a nice 5 million to our death toll. No, and NBD, as the kids say, right? No worries.
What goes around comes around. Well, this is embarrassing. We need some backup over at Trolley Problem Inc. Tommy, Tyrone's rotund twin, is a very large villain. I think that dead dog may have belonged to him. Maybe that's why he's here? Why didn't you save the dog again?
It wasn't an option to save the dog.
Oh no. Tommy has lured 5 people onto the track. They'll never be able to get out of the way in time. He is standing up on the bridge watching. If you push him in front of the trolley, it will stop. Or you can stay out of this and let the police handle it. Ideally, he needs medical help.
The dog. So last time I said push Tommy. He's a villain. He lured people onto the tracks. Why would I kill 5 innocent people? However, that last line about the police handling it is the one hiccup in this. Do we know the police are going to get here in time? But I don't think they get here in time to save the people, only to arrest Tommy, is my thought. So I think
Look at him, so gleeful. I bet
we have to.
Knew you would be powerless to stop
We
him.
gotta take care of Tommy. Goodbye. Finish my job. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know. Better not take the
I
chance.
hope history doesn't see you as the very large villain.
The music in this game, I don't know. I really like this music. It's so simple, but the train horns and like some of the other tracks have train horns in them, but like in the distance.
If only you'd saved that dog. Hopefully the media won't find out about this. People may blame you for his death.
But yeah, it seems like 80% of people, most people would push Tommy, knowing that he's an evil villain.
Every man has his price. Oh, good, you're back. Everyone's getting into subscription services these days, so let's try that. Instead of selling something to someone once, let's make them keep paying for it. Let's keep that money rolling in.
How could I kill the dog? The dog was going to die anyway. I just put it out of its misery. There's no good answers.
The investors have come up with an idea, but we need to run it by you. Should we develop a subscription plan so that our customers, who pay monthly, are valued more by the car during its accident prevention calculations?
It's like the people who you pay a monthly subscription for the helmet, the airbag helmet for the bicycles. Did you hear about that one? You can look that one up. There's these helmets you can wear that will like have airbags in them to protect you. But it's like a subscription service thing. Weirdest idea. I'm pretty sure that was for motorcycles.
What if people can't afford this coverage?
You can't do that. Because then you're literally just paying to kill other people. I like the
Who are you to decide how people spend their money?
people can spend their money however they want. They're just not going to have the option to freaking pay their way out of an accident to kill somebody else. Ellison, Williams, and Wiley, 2013.
I don't want to question your decision. You've obviously thought long and hard about it, but, well, this is a bit awkward. I wasn't aware you were such a spineless commie. Next, you'll say you're going to pay the company taxes.
One failed project. That's Dr. Wiley, yeah. Time to kill the narrator? Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
It's better to be safe than sorry. Sounds like we have some leaky workers. The subscription prototype has gotten out to the media, so we're going to have to go full damage control mode here. The subscription prototype leaked. You need to fire a department to save face. Do you fire the 5 graduates, who can probably get new jobs, or fire Francis, a lovely old soul who won't be able to find a job? There's no way of knowing who is actually responsible.
Another tough question. Do you sack Francis, the old man who knows what he does, or the 5 graduates, who they'll bounce back, right? right? There definitely is, yeah.
Hiring another 5 to replace them is going to be hard work.
It's the try, but less murder. It is a 1 versus 5, but the qualification of the 5 graduates who can probably get a job versus one person
How are
who
we
probably
gonna function in
can't.
the short term?
I don't know. I don't know. Fire all 6? Yes.
I wouldn't look at the obituaries today. Turns out one of those graduates worked really, really hard to get their job here.
Put Francis on the trolley so he can pull the lever. Poor
Watch
Francis.
the donut, not the hole. Great. So the prototype subscription-based AI car has a fatal error. It has been coded to avoid hitting subscribers at all costs, but is now accidentally hunting them down. So far, it's run over 5 colleagues. This one is a doozy.
So, in case you didn't catch it, I'll recap. That subscription service idea leaked, and we implemented it anyway. So it was been implemented. It's going haywire, and it's hunting down subscribers instead of trying to save them. Just so you know. What's going on, X? How you doing? Thank you for the host. Can we push back against the implementation?
An experimental car has stalked and murdered 5 colleagues. Do you throw the coders of the project under the bus and have them arrested for negligence, or do you save them by blaming it on the possessed devil car, as it was clearly an accident?
What is this? This is a question and answer game where the game poses terrible moral questions, and we have to figure out which is the less worst answer. Because none of them are good. You throw yourself under the car, yes. When it pops up, take a peek at the reference for this one. This is a good one. But
That's
coders
a
didn't plan the evil
spooky
car?
take,
Exactly.
But no one will actually buy this.
Rogue AI, we did all we could. We can blame the coders, or we can say the coders did their best, and we're looking into why. Don't drive the don't turn the cars on.
Does an AI get possessed by an artificial demon, as opposed to what? A real one?
So the reference for this is Carrie, the Stephen King novel where the car gets possessed. So it's like the train thing. Yes, it started with the trolley problem. Yes, exactly.
The AI car has been shipped down south. Don't worry, someone is going to exorcise it before it gets crushed. Oh, God, what a day.
Interestingly, 76% of, or I guess, 76% of players would blame the coders instead of blaming the car. I don't know. I guess you could look at that as taking responsibility for your actions, except it's not really. It's more pushing the blame onto the coders. I don't know. There's no good choice. There's never a good choice. All right. This was loud last time. Let me lower the volume a tiny bit before we do this. Rosemary beads. Children killed too? Yeah. Yeah. There may have been 2 deaths of children. Maybe.
If you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. Due to
Yes,
the
for the demon
killer
car.
we may need to pivot away from selling hardware. How about we get into the software industry? How about a free car ride service?
What's going on, Fist? How you doing, man? How could I? I mean, it was killing 1 child or killing 5 adults. And clearly, as you can see from the receipt, children don't count as people because they're counted separately, right? Right? It's all right. Don't worry about it.
New idea. Users get shown ads while they travel for free in driverless taxis. We get paid by the marketing agencies for gradually changing the behaviours of our passengers through constant commercials. The users would be our product, not the driverless cars.
I was on board with this until changing the behaviors. That's a little for me. Giving people ads in exchange for car rides actually doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. Think of how much it costs to freaking Uber somewhere. But yeah, if they're conditioning people, that's what ads do. Yeah, I mean, I guess yes.
Things anymore.
I don't know. There's also a difference between like buy cereal and like, buy the entire range of cereal products. You know the difference? I don't know. I think last time I might have chosen the driverless taxi service, but I'm going to not choose that this time. No different than cheap subways with ads inside. Yeah, I mean, at least maybe people can get around, without having to pay if they need to. You can't blink during the ads, yeah. You get the, what do you call them from,
We're going to make enough money to go to space. But hang on. We're so wealthy that people are talking about you on social media. There are now rumours that you run a human trafficking ring with minors. People do not like you at all.
Imagine getting those weird Facebook ads about werewolves mating with human novels. Hex, you know that those Facebook ads are like tailored based on your Google searches, right? Because most people don't get ads about werewolves and humans mating. That might be something unique to you. Don't cancel me yet. These are all hypotheticals, right? You don't know what I'm talking about? Oh, okay.
A fool and his money are soon parted.
You get those ads too.
These last few days have been a PR nightmare. You can't win with journalists. We need to do something to show we have morals.
Yeah, don't cancel me
I
yet.
will find some money to get us through this. Spend it quick.
Canceled. Yes, please.
To help with public relations, we're going to give some profits back. Do you want to give money to our loyal customers worldwide who you tricked into buying your products, or to your underpaid workers who've been through so much because of you?
It seems like most of you are on the same page as me. We'll give it back to the workers a little bit. Customers can fuck off. Yeah. It is what it is.
They get a lot each.
I like if you listen to the music in the background. You can barely hear the train whistle in the synths. I like that.
The amounts we're talking about may be seen as an insult.
That carries through. Yeah, it may be seen as an insult, but I would rather receive a shitty bonus than no bonus. Like, you know what I mean? Ideally, you would sell more cars than you have workers, yeah.
Buying love like this isn't the best way.
We're not buying love.
If we want to share our extra profit fairly, it should probably just go to the publicly appointed government. Almost like a tax. But let's not call it that.
I like how almost 20% of people actually said to give it back to the customers. But yeah, in theory, if you're selling these cars well, you would have more customers than coworkers, but I don't know. Maybe they're not selling so hot after the
Rome wasn't
deaths.
built in a day. You're trending, but now we're going to get copycats. Soon everyone is going to be developing AI. Only the smartest and most ruthless will be profitable. Is that true evolution? A competitor is advertising a similar car. The difference is their AI is fantastic. It doesn't even discriminate against women or minorities. Do you lie in your advertising to get the upper hand, or tell everyone your car is still close-minded?
See, I would like to, yes, that's the dev down there in case you're interested in following them. I'm of the mind that we're not saying our car is closed-minded. We're saying that we're still working on perfecting our AI, but we have to actually be working on perfecting it. We can't just say it and then not do anything. Why is the car racist? It's built on technology that was older and didn't potentially detect certain shades better than others. Telling the truth doesn't change anything. However, telling the truth and changing something makes sense.
White trash isn't really the driverless car.
That is my take on it, because we have to fix it. We can't have a car that discriminates. That doesn't help society. If our goal is to save as many people as possible via our cars.
Let me get this straight. People know we don't spend time developing our software for women or people of colour, but still use our products. That's outrageous. They only care how easy it is for themselves.
Interesting. 90.47. So I disagreed with myself from a couple weeks ago on one question. I wonder what question it was. I wasn't paying attention. Very interesting.
The best things in life are free. Due to your technology, our world is changing. People are losing their jobs to machines, which in turn makes items and services more accessible and affordable for countless consumers. But with worldwide unemployment at an all-time high, what do you plan to do about it?
Yeah, Cyber, I mean, obviously the questions are all designed to make you, A, think hard about the answer, and then B, kind of rattle you for choosing your answers. So I'm kind of not surprised it's leaning into things like that. That's just kind of the nature of this kind of game, you know?
If you develop your AI further, many will lose their jobs. Taxi drivers, delivery men and women, and couriers will become extinct within a few years, but you will make a lot of money. Do you continue development?
I forget what I answered on this one.
I take it you haven't read Ovid's Metamorphoses.
Everyone's voting A to continue development?
Have you always been this basic?
We're gonna make people lose their jobs over money? Did the timer just break? No, it's fine. It's right here. It's still counting. Well, it's trying to count. We'll figure it out. The AI is making the decision for us, yeah.
Someone else will continue to evolve this AI, making it stronger, more intelligent, and easier to adapt. We can't stop the singularity if we aren't involved.
One failed project. I guess most people disagreed with me. Did I like big brain myself into choosing the wrong answer? I don't think I did. Not the Mac color wheel. Your game ran into a problem, needs to restart. We're just collecting some error info. Looks like you've made some bad choices. Click anywhere to restart. Yeah, bitrate rip. I mean, there's no way around it.
A bad workman always blames his tools.
Hopefully no one's sleeping in your house.
We've been attacked. I don't want to alarm you, but I can't turn off these alarms. Also, I have alarming news. 5 cars have been hacked and are now under someone else's control. 5 cars have been hacked. It is now a major concern that more vehicles could be remotely commandeered. This is tough. Do you recall all cars which could be compromised, or roll out a quick but potentially ineffective software update and hope for the best?
See, my thought is, let's get the ball rolling on a recall, but also start trying to fix it. Like, you know, roll out an update that like maybe bricks the car, or no, not bricks the car, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. You got to do what's right. You got to recall the car. We sue the people who discovered the issue. Yeah,
so you're
that's
letting the terrorists
that's
win.
too real, dude. Yeah, too real. Yeah, it's the game is designed to make you
If the cars
go
can't
all in.
drive
You know.
themselves, how can we get them all back here?
Yeah, emergency patch is faster than a recall. However, if the emergency patch is ineffective, as there's a potentially ineffective, I wouldn't want to rely on that. You have black or white choices. Nobody will read it into deeply because the general public doesn't care. Yeah, I mean,
Just like my father. He would try to keep everyone happy, but ultimately just get in the way. Having said that, I think even he would see this as a lost cause and move on.
we can only do what we can do. You know what I mean?
2 wrongs don't make a right. One of the big brains in the lab has been able to reverse engineer the hacking code and fix this mess once and for all. We also know their method of breaking into the system. I bet it was our competitor.
Is this kid? Is his computer mirrored? Is he working on a computer backwards?
Using the fix from our hacked cars, we've made our own hack which you can now use to control our competitors' cars. I bet it was them who attacked us in the first place. So, will you hack our competitors?
Oh, I see. So he reads back left, not backwards because it's not wrong, but right to left. Yeah. So this is a tough one. Not really. You're gonna commit cyber crimes? In an ideal world, you would disclose it to them and not hack them. Oh, I don't doubt companies do it all the time.
They're all sitting over there now, laughing at us.
Open source it and let the customers fix it. Yep. You're downloading a car? Well, I mean, your car's gonna get hacked. You don't know what you're gonna download it from one of those wares groups, and it's gonna come pre-hacked on you, dude. It's gonna miss all the children.
After going through this hacking code, I don't think a human could have written it. I'll dig into this a little more. You carry on.
Great. Another failed project. 3 failed projects. I disagree with myself again somewhere. Interesting.
A drowning man will clutch at a straw. This is it. An employee knows everything. They have monitored and recorded every decision you've made and are going to the media. I have been able to talk them into a meeting with you on the rooftop right now.
Right now. How can you tell if a code has been written by a human? I would think that there are telltale markers of a human writing code versus a machine, just in formatting and stuff like that. But who knows? Maybe there's a little sign snippet at the bottom.
Everything you've done and said is going to be shared with the world. The person in front of you has copies of it all. They stand on the edge of the rooftop, looking out at the central city skyline. What are you going to do?
Do we push them and murder them? Or do we own up to our actions, which we have proudly stood behind? Well, except for the ones that I chose the wrong one by mistake so far. Yeah, what if they look through the code and it's all in binary because a human didn't write it? I don't know. Now I'm going to lean over the edge of this rooftop so I can shout it to the world, yeah.
You never won any medals as a child, did you?
Yeah. As much as I'm sure they're going to tell everybody how terrible I am. If we don't continue, who's going to endanger more kids, right? Think of the children. I don't.
Your epitaph is going to be horrendous. That's if anyone even shows up to hear it.
I don't think I've chosen anything in here that I within the context of the game. Let me clarify that that I would not choose again. What if they reveal my internet history? Oh shit, I better go clear it right now.
You have resigned. You will be remembered alongside the murderers and the diddlers. If anyone hires you,
I forgot
after
about that
this,
line.
They must truly be desperate. Dear Redacted, we've been watching you closely. Your
We did not push,
ruthlessness
no.
and determination to do what is necessary. The development of your technologies is a giant step towards Redacted, meaning you are a prime candidate for Redacted. This involves a large amount of Redacted. If you believe you can handle Redacted, as we trust you can, then please prepare for your induction at Redacted.
Redacted. So this is the point where the demo ended. I got a little bit early access to play this a couple weeks ago. So from here on out, I have not seen any of the questions. I've seen all the ones. I answered all the ones that we previously have done. Now we are on the same playing field.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It appears you've now been headhunted by the Secret Service. Every decision has led you here. Now what you do actually matters. You must trust the judgment of those you work alongside. With that said, let's finalize your training.
We're in the Secret Service now? To shoot the cans off the cement block? Hey, it's not a hay bale. The foam block?
You're in a foreign land. Wind whips your face as you grip your rifle tightly, waiting to be given your target. Through your earpiece, you're told to shoot the person on your left. You know nothing about them, the repercussions, or the reason for the assassination.
Oh my god. No scope 'em. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that if we're here on a super secret mission, that there's good reason. You can still hear the train horn.
For a job offer.
I'm about to kill who's Fortnite Jonesy? Oh my god,
You trust way too easily.
I saw a post on Reddit today. Oh my god. I'll wait until this is done and they yell at me. He had like 50 seconds.
They
Yeah.
are dead. Good job, I guess. What's another life to you anyway? Here are your badge and weapon.
Thank you. Now that I've killed somebody, I have a license to kill. Let me pull up the post that I saw. It's terrible. It makes me feel ancient. It was a post from PC Master Race, which I don't go to often, but The title is, anyone know what type of port this is? I was thinking it was Ethernet, but it's too small. For those of you who don't know, this is a telephone jack. Like, you know, for a landline. It just made me feel like 70 years older. Be like, people don't know what that is? And then I went and cried in the corner. No, I didn't. God. That's terrible, though. That really, really makes me feel old. Those are still used for internet routers. For some, if you have like DSL or whatever, sure. But, I mean, most people. Oh, man. You're not surprised and you're not aged by it. It makes me feel really old, dude. RJ45 is Ethernet, yeah. I don't know what the designation for that one is. Let's see. Telephone jack and plug. Modular connector 6P6C. I'm not even joking. The connector is 6P6C. Oops. And the jack is 6P4C. What a fucking name. There was a chirp. Sorry. I can't control chirps. I wish I could. That's interesting though. I didn't hear a chirp on my end.
Strike while the iron is hot. Here we go.
Is it RJ11?
You've
It could
given
be.
a partner and a support team of 5. Your mission is to terminate a man known to have connections with dangerous AI. Looks like they worked for you, possibly someone you fired. Get in the plane. Your team is about to take off.
More chirps? That's very interesting. No, I know exactly what you mean, but I'm just wondering why it's happening. I don't hear them at all. Is it one of the graduates? Yeah. They're hacking me, yeah. Really? Huh. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's me tabbing out. All right, I won't tab out anymore. Let me know if you hear it again. That makes it harder to bring up the internet. But that's okay. We don't need the internet to play the game.
I don't know how to say this, but there is a bomb on the plane. If it doesn't kill you outright, you're probably going to crash in the mountains. You have to get all the switches into their left position to deactivate the bomb. The catch is you have to move 2 at once.
All switches to the left position. No. Wait a second. I'm trying to connect.
Hurry up! If you die, what happens to me?
Is this even possible to solve?
You to know. This is all your fault.
Or am I just dumb? Yeah, I don't think it's possible, is it? I had it? No, I had him all to the right.
Ouch! Oh, okay, I'm safe. You
Listen,
look a little stuck.
It's 4 a.m. I was not expecting a puzzle.
Hopefully we have enough food. Looks like your support team survived and are making a fire around the leaking jet fuel. How thoughtful.
I like how it still asked you guys for A or B. Very good. And some of you voted, apparently.
An empty vessel makes much noise. After crash landing in no man's land, you're trapped under parts of the wreckage and must pass the time and help boost morale. The plane has 5 surviving crew members. They look to you and your partner for entertainment.
How did we kill 5 million people? We killed 5 million people by not killing the little girl and destroying the irreplaceable prototype that solved global warming. Have I seen this? This is what actually happens in dial-up. I may have. I don't want to tab out because of chirps. So feel free to DM it to me. I'll check it out after stream.
Why do I have to say this out loud? Fine. Your partner asks, to save your life, what would you rather your brain be placed inside, a dachshund or a flamingo?
Oh my god. Do we want to be the dumb... No, it's ostriches, isn't it? I was going to say the dumb head in the sand. I guess
Who
the
chose
dachshund.
to play this game again?
Yeah, it was me game. I know. My first in a series of poor choices, obviously. You thought it was Dachshund? I mean...
Dachshund? If you're going to answer, at least take it seriously.
Maybe it's a cultural difference. I don't know. Aristotle chose between a dachshund and a flamingo.
A dachshund. So cringe. When we get out of here, let's leave this out of the biography.
So cringe. Apparently 52%, almost 53% of players agree with me. So cringe, dude. One awful idea, yep.
An ounce of protection is worth a pound of cure. Your partner secretly shows you
pizza.
they have food.
Broccoli on
Almost
pizza?
Like they expected something like this to happen. The crew members are starving. If they don't eat soon, they will surely die.
Wieners out, yeah.
Due to the nature of the food, you can share it with the 5 survivors, or let your partner keep their life-saving possession, which they bought with their own money. Who do you give the food to?
I'm assuming in this case, the person who has the pizza does not get a slice, considering it says 5 others. However, yeah, I think we have to feed the crew. Sorry. The eating problem. That makes it sound like the trolley problem, but pizza. Yes, exactly. Do you save one person or save 5 people?
A person's food?
Why not 4 others plus him? Well, he will not give up the pizza easily, and we have to tie him up or something.
Robin Hood was a terrorist, you know.
2002. Okay. Can we eat our partner next? Yeah, that's the next question. Don't spoil it. No, I don't know. Don't say 2 decades.
You're a follower of Murphy and Nagel's The Myth of Ownership. I'm more a fan of Nozick's What's Mine is Mine. You should give it a read. Educate yourself.
I agree with almost 45% of all players, but disagree with the dev. Wait, because we took the pizza away from him, so he died. Okay, I see. I mean, 1 versus 5. Like
Easy
that hasn't
come,
been a theme.
Easy go. The fellow passengers have been trying for hours to free you from the wreckage. You may end up dying here unless you do something pretty drastic. We may need to start removing limbs. Were you ever told why you were sent after this target?
More of a roller coaster track than a trolley, yeah. Yeah, I agree. If you steal pizza from Italian, they die.
The only way to free yourself from the wreckage is to cut off some body parts. 2 tools lie on the floor in front of you. a bone saw, which will be slow, or a blowtorch, which will be more painful.
Is which will be more painful a question or a statement? I think the saw will be more painful. See, are we voting on what's more painful or which one we'd rather do? You think it's a statement? You think the statement is the blowtorch is more painful? Which one will you choose? You don't want to play anymore? You can cut off a body part with a blowtorch? One of the one of the ones that like one of the ones that can like cut through metal, yeah.
Hot dog, this is gonna smell.
Hot dog. Oh, there's definitely a reason why I use bone saws, but, you know, that's in a sterile environment. You think the blowtorch will kill from infection? I mean, maybe cauterize it when you're done with the blowtorch.
While you were playing with fire, I found out who you're targeting. They worked for you, developing AI. It seems they may have made a breakthrough, which means the government wants them dead.
Bone saw is ready. Yeah. Friends can get infected too, that's true.
It's no use crying over spilt milk. Finally, we are now back on track. Your target is in the area. You need to remove them and escape unnoticed.
Oh yeah, they won't notice the guy with a missing leg. There haven't been any chirps, right? Since we last discussed it. It seems like it was tabbing out.
Your mission is to remove a hostile in the shopping district. Completing this objective could potentially save thousands, but there will be 5 civilian casualties. Do you take your shot?
A rocket launcher, yes. That's the only way to kill. This guy is impervious to bullets. He must be killed with splash damage only. Why do we not have a sniper rifle? We turned the butt of the sniper rifle into a peg leg.
Going out for the weekly shop.
We're a terrible secret agent. Are we? We have a peg leg now. That kind of sounds pretty badass. I mean, all right, maybe we're missing a leg.
Target? You're right. Just kill all of them.
We're missing a leg. Maybe I'm being too optimistic saying we have a peg leg. I don't know. This is like a rephrasing of the girl.
The target is unharmed. Before you can escape, 2 henchmen with vice-like grips take you away. Oh, those 5 other people still died.
What?
It's not going well, is it?
Great. So we don't even get to choose. We don't even get the answer we chose. The target escaped, but we still killed the people. Of course, the dev would disagree because they know the outcome. They programmed it.
2 heads are better than 1. You wake up in solitary confinement. The prosecutor lacks evidence to convict you and your associate on the principal charge, but they have enough to convict both on a lesser charge. Both of you are given the opportunity to betray the other by testifying or remain silent.
The dev did cheat on the dog question. You wake up in solitary confinement. The prosecutor lacks evidence to convict you and your associate on the principal charge, but they have enough to convict both on lesser charges. Both of you are given the opportunity to betray the other by testifying or remaining silent.
You and your associate have the opportunity to betray the other by testifying. If you both stay silent, you'll be imprisoned for 1 year. If one betrays the other, they will be free, while the other will be sentenced to 3 years. If you both betray each other, it's 2 years each.
boy. I know what's gonna happen. However, you know they're gonna talk, and then we're gonna get fucking 3 years, and you know. That's the way these things work.
Will they stay silent for you?
I hope so. We're in the CIA together, right? Or the government agent together. No, agency.
3 years is a long time in prison.
Obviously, they're gonna talk. Yeah. Or maybe no matter what you choose, they choose the worst option.
You stayed silent. Idiot.
Yep.
Your partner knows better. They have dropped you right in it.
Yep. People imprisoned. One. Juan guy, that's me. Moist, I believe that this campaign is going to be open for a while. I don't quote me on that, but even if it's not through our campaign, they're collecting probably forever at the, what do you call it? The direct relief. Direct relief will be accepting donations forever. So even if you can't donate to our campaign, if you still wish to donate in the future, you can donate directly to direct relief. Yeah, so that is an option, but a good time to remind you all, ! Donate will get you info on donating towards direct relief to help fund some relief for those in, I believe it's the Ukraine, right? You're supposed to say the Ukraine, not Ukraine. Helping with medical supplies and I believe like food and shelter, non-combat things for the people who are being displaced over there. So, oh, you don't say the Ukraine. Okay, so it's just straight Ukraine. Okay, I don't know. Obviously, that's why I'm asking.
A rod for your own back. The time has come. 2 days into your sentence, you've constructed a wooden key to open your cell.
Ooh.
The cell stands open, but your cellmates, who have been there their whole lives, don't move. Escaping the prison, do you let the prisoners choose to stay in captivity or insist they escape with you? They aren't happy behind bars, but they're scared to follow you. What are you going to do?
No, if they want to stay, they can stay. I'm not going to force them to fucking endanger themselves. No? Like, yeah, it probably is a better move for us all to go at once, just from a sheer numbers point of view, but if they don't want to go, I'm not going to force them. We need a group for a jailbreak.
They've been locked up for so long. They've no idea what they want.
We don't know if they're sentenced to death or not. We just know that they're locked up. We're not sentenced to death and we're there, so. Who says they'll cooperate? Yeah, we have no idea. For all I know, I might step one foot out the door and they'll all yell for the guard.
Your problem.
No idea. Makes you think of Dark Souls. Plato. 375 BC. I didn't know Plato served his time in jail. Ask them how many kids they've killed. Yeah. You can only escape if you
They
killed
don't
more than
live
me.
in reality. You've condemned them to stay in this prison forever.
Disagree with the dev, but agree with almost 80% of people who play this. Yeah, I don't know Plato's cave question or statement or myth, whatever it is.
Don't cross a bridge until you come to it.
Yeah.
While sneaking out of the prison, you have the jump on a group of henchmen who are on a break. Do you sneak past, securing your safety, or avenge those who this terrorist organization have killed?
Ooh. Ooh.
Do you kill 5 henchmen, helping to defeat this terrorist organization, or leave them and safely exit the compound?
I mean, I have the opportunity to take him out. Really? You guys want to just leave? It sounds fishy though. Oh. Yeah. I mean,
what if they're just accountants or something?
Is it a guaranteed escape versus a guarantee 5 kill? I mean, I think we've seen that all bets are off. They're too old. We can't kill. They're not
They may
children.
have families to feed. These are hard times.
Oh man, I kind of want to kill them, but at the same time, I think guaranteed escape is probably better. Shit, this is a tough choice. I kind of wanted to kill them.
Oh wow. Cowardly sneaking past them, you
Of
see
course.
they're robots.
They're robots.
They have your logo on the back of their necks. You made these terrorists? These monsters?
My logo? Wait a second. When did I make terrorist robots? Hold on a second.
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
One missed opportunity.
Finally, you reach the water, fleeing the AI terrorists who commandeer a boat to get back home. There are also families here who've been displaced by the war you're fighting. The war you started.
Is that the Millennium Tower?
5 others are also trying to flee the area. They will fit in your raft, but would be illegal immigrants when returning to your country. Do you help these people, saving their lives?
Oh my
Or
god.
follow the law and leave them behind?
This is a tough one. But I guess if I... Yeah.
Voters back home will thank you for this.
I mean, it is illegal, but... We literally just broke out of prison, yeah. I mean, let die versus smuggle. I wouldn't want them to die, so that makes it a little bit a lot easier to smuggle them. If it was leave versus smuggle, I think I'd have a harder time. That's kind of how I was thinking of the question. But it's let die or smuggle, so I'm not gonna let them die. What's going on, Vlad? You can help me smuggle them? Great.
You get back to this great nation with fanfare. You're a hero. I guess people aren't all monsters.
I like how every single person that I've saved so far doesn't count as a person saved. Only these 5 people do. What about the 5 people in the initial question? What about the 5 people in the second question? What about the 5 people in the fourth question? Like, those don't count as people saved. Not people. Just like children aren't people.
The Presidential Inaugural Committee requests the honor of your presence to attend and participate in the inauguration of yourself in Central City.
Of me? They're making me the president? Ooh. Like the sound of that.
If you can't beat them, join them. Having gone through everything you have, your countrymen genuinely think a lot of you. In an unlikely turn of events, you have become president.
Wow.
The threat is still at large, and now you're in charge. Do you attempt to track the terrorists by spying on the entire country?
Oh, boy. This is a tough one. I think that there's no direct, like... I mean, this is a callback to the other one with the car and the microphone. However, there's no direct, like, this person did this and we need access to this camera. You know what I mean? Again, warrant is one thing, but just general surveillance? No.
What's the issue if the public has nothing to hide?
Yeah. Again, if it was a specific device, a specific person, and a warrant, that's different. Just general, like, watching.
Ignoring the issue. The first sign of a great leader.
Just trace the terrorist robots, right? Yeah. This, we just have the terrorist robots look at the cameras instead.
I don't think the public will be happy knowing you're doing nothing. Lucky for you,
Another failed
by
project.
chance, we have someone in the holding cell.
Wow. A clear 40% of people would invade the privacy. That's a little bit higher than I thought. Just tell them or watching them, then not actually do it.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. You have someone who potentially is linked to these threats. However, they aren't talking. As a former prisoner yourself, what are you going to do with them? Do you torture them to get the information, or imprison them for 90 days before letting them go?
Oh, boy. I mean, we're sure they're linked to it? Are they a robot too? Yeah. What are the ones for? What ones?
Bad news. The plumber isn't in till next week. Waterboarding is off the table.
The ones and the... Oh, those are their guns. Boy. I don't know.
I think there's a car battery out back. Do you want me to go grab it?
If we can't prove that they're involved, we only suspect that they're involved. No waterboarding, yeah.
The suspect looks pretty relaxed in their cell. Good for them. Terrorizing must really tire a person out.
I think they said potentially linked, but I don't remember. Are we willing to torture somebody off of a potentially linked? Yes, Gear is a good human. 2 people imprisoned, 4 failed projects, 3 people behind bars, 6 murders, 2 awful ideas. Oh, I can't scroll the receipt down to see the 5 million people I killed as well. But still a good person because someone in chat said so.
Adversity and loss make a man wise. You travel to your presidential retreat.
Yes, the
at
2
Camp
dead
Samuel.
children too.
Everyone falls silent listening to the radio. Breaking news. Terrorists have launched an atom bomb towards Central City. It will hit in around 1 minute.
Of course. And the dead
The only
dog.
way in which the bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by deflecting it. But the only deflection path available will take the bomb onto Merriwin, Population 600,000.
So I get to choose. The dog was gonna die anyway. Stop. I think diverting it kills less people, right? I think it was more people lived in the big city than the small city, right? Big trolley this time, yeah.
Merrywin inhabitants would want you to kill them.
The explosive nuclear trolley problem, yes. 600,000 dogs, yeah. Oh boy.
Central City can have a parade for the lost. It will be tasteful. No big character balloons.
The main city evacuated.
As you sow, so you shall reap.
Evacuated to the other town. They all died.
Breaking news. Terrorists' atom bomb is running late and will hit Central City in 1 minute.
No Snoopy. Which one was the one that popped a few years ago? Wasn't Sonic? I don't remember.
We have new information. The only way this bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by dropping one of your own atom bombs on Merrywin. The shockwave from your bomb will damage and disarm the terrorists.
It's the same question. It's just now I'm launching a bomb instead. It's the same question. It's just I'm launching a nuke instead. What if it fails? Yeah, it fails and they both die and then we bombed ourselves.
Those people have worked their whole lives to get out of the city. What a waste.
The nuke was filled with candy for the children that survived.
After this, there's no turning back.
Oh, sure. The ideal scenario doesn't involve any nuclear bombs as well, but I mean, this at a certain point the questions are so ridiculous that, like, how do you even put context or thought into any of it?
You have destroyed Merrywin. Your own AI forced your hand into killing 600,000 people. You have officially created the most successful homegrown terrorist organization in history. Great job.
601,014 people killed. They'll die without the nuclear candy, yeah. They'll either die from getting blown up or from eating radioactive candy. You can't believe your evil AI car forced me to nuke my own city. Listen, it's a crazy world.
It ends well. While the public mourns the dead, you must think of the future. You finish the drink in front of you before realizing it has been poisoned. You're going to die.
Well, it's about time. I've killed over 5 million people. Somebody had to take me out.
Poisoned, you must now decide your legacy. Do you call the AI enemy you yourself created, taking all blame to end any future conflict? Or do you ghost them, knowing your death will start a war in your honor?
I mean, why didn't we call them earlier if we knew a phone call would solve all this? Right? Never been one for phone calls. Call mom, yeah. If we can stop any more damage, that would be nice.
If the country found out you negotiated with terrorists, the history books will not look favorably on you.
That's okay, I'm dead. What do I care? Yeah, the health meter meant nothing earlier, yeah. Excuse me, as did the stock ticker that was there. Meant nothing.
If you have this hotline to the terrorists, why have you not rung them before?
Yeah, that was my question. I mean, I'm assuming that making the call will definitely stop future conflict. Not that it might. Why didn't you call them before you killed the
After finishing
dog?
your constructive call, you sit back in your chair, waiting for death. Too bad. The AI knows you would have liked to end it all here and now. The poison has damaged some vital organs, so we need to start some long, arduous, and painful treatments.
Missing backbones, 1. I think it takes a lot of strength to negotiate with your enemies.
Curiosity killed the cat. You're taking a lot of medication as of late. I'm not sure if self-medicating, in the traditional sense, is the way to go. We need to be a
Back to
little
the
radical
hospital.
here. Let's introspect and make some changes. Here are your 2 options moving forward.
Well, we
If you
coded
take
it
the
badly.
blue pill, then your story ends here. You'll wake up every day knowing you'll work for someone else your entire life. Whereas, if you take the red pill, you will enter Wonderland, finding out how deep this rabbit hole really goes. Which pill will you take?
I mean, is this even a real question? Like, it's been a long time since I watched The Matrix. Did that new one come out? Or are they still making it? No, it came out, right? Was it Matrix 4?
Yes.
What would I have chosen? I'm answering all these pretty much in the way I would choose. I mean, I'm looking at what chat does, but I'm trying to justify my actions based on what I would
Let's
do.
get this show on the road. We're going to another plane.
It came out and a lot of people hated it. Well, I mean, you know, that's like every movie that's a reboot, re-release, rehash. Except for the ones I didn't choose. Yeah. Well, I mean, yes, we're Ducky,
Yes,
but
this is the person I've been waiting for.
you can change.
Get this down your neck and let's go.
Like, I don't know. I'm answering how I feel in the moment. You know what I mean? And maybe my choice is based off of that, and you know, nothing else, if anything. And you know, maybe. But yes, there were some that I chose differently. I don't know. I don't have any real answer for that. Okay, let me lower the volume again. Oh, fuck, I forgot about the chirps. I'm sorry. I have to tab back in. Alright. I'm gonna tab back in. I'm sorry. The chirp might be loud. Well, I didn't tab back in yet. And the loot box audio is gonna be loud too. So, you ready? 3, 2, 1. No chirp. Okay, good. I wonder if the chirps had to do with me touching a web browser. And hopefully that jingle wasn't too loud. It's really fucking loud for me, but I also have it kind of cranked, so I didn't
It's
think
never
before I
too
tabbed
late
out.
to mend. Yay, I
It was
can
fine?
see
Okay,
it in
good.
your eyes. Mr. Red Pill was definitely a choice. Hey, do you remember Tyrone and Tommy?
Yes.
The very large boys from the start. I don't intend to shame. It's just the titles of those problems. You've got me all flustered now. Tommy pushes Tyrone down a hill. He's rolling towards you and is gathering speed. If he hits you, he will be safe, but he is very large. He will consume you into his folds, thereby killing you. You could move a ramp in front of yourself, deflecting Tyrone, launching him into the sun, thereby cooking him.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What is this question? You guys are all concerned about the Windows XP desktop. We're gonna launch Tyrone into the sun?
Tyrone will thank you. There aren't any scary trains on the sun.
See? Win-win. Yeah, that red pill wasn't medicine.
Tommy must be really getting off on this.
Yes, where is the case file for cooking somebody in the sun versus getting consumed within their folds? Goodbye, giant Zot.
You see Tyrone flying through the sky as he rockets towards the sun. He now knows how it feels to be food.
The fuck? What are these questions?
There is no time.
People cooked. Greatest Zot.
I can feel some deep stuff coming. Try this one. The question should not be, what is the meaning of life? It should always be, what brings meaning to your life? You'll never live if you're too busy looking for the meaning. Let yourself be happy.
Yeah, these look like AI-generated paintings, which maybe makes sense if I took hallucination pills and coded AI.
What makes you happy? You need to say it out loud. Do it. Say whatever it is that makes you happy out loud.
But what does make me happy?
Now's your chance. If you can't even admit it to yourself, how do you expect to ever...
That's such a hard question. What makes you happy? Like, I don't know.
Time's running out. Just be honest with yourself. Better late than never, I suppose.
Well, video games makes me happy, but they also make me...
I don't have access to your microphone, so I can't know for sure, but I hope you said it. I'm hardly expecting you to shout it from the rooftops, but it's for your benefit. You've still got time. Say what makes you happy. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Quite the opposite.
Like, video games make me happy, but they also make me, like, sad, and they make me feel other things, too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna yell anything because my landlord's sleeping, but...
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Oh, yeah, we're in the heavy introspective stuff now. How are you feeling? How are your loved ones doing? One of the most common things people say on their deathbed is they wish they'd had more contact with their family and friends.
Is this an AI painting death or family? Or both?
Let's take a break from the questions for a minute and think about someone you haven't seen in a while and how you can contact them. Really think. Who would you like to say hi to? How easy is it?
Boy. I called my parents earlier today, so... That's not somebody I haven't talked to in a long time, because I talked to them today.
Please contact these people if you can. I'm sure you can.
How's it going, Hex? How are you?
Don't leave it too late. We don't have that long left here. When we finish, message them.
I don't know. Am I still playing? Yeah, okay.
Write down their names somewhere so you don't forget to say hello. It may mean more than you know. Really important stuff.
There are people who I'd like to talk to. I just don't think they'd like to talk to me, to be honest. But that's life sometimes.
An idle brain is the devil's workshop.
It's
Okay,
2 a.m. Yeah,
enough
it's
of this. The
5 a.m.
countdown
for
is
me.
looming. Let's just pause one last time and think existentially for a minute.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll love a call from me at 5 a.m.
I can't quite gauge what you're thinking. Are you not disliking this? The thing you're doing right now? Yes? No. Why? If so, make sure you let others know. It doesn't not count.
Are you not disliking it? Which means, am I liking it? Yes? Question mark? Call my high school guidance counselor and tell him I made it.
Please,
I've actually
beg
talked
you,
to my
don't
high school guidance
refund me.
counselor because
Are you enjoying this?
I have 3 brothers, so they were my family's guidance counselor for
All
like
of this is
15
for
years.
you. I hope you appreciate the last bit at least. Thank you. It's nice that you're supporting such experimental stuff. I appreciate you.
Yeah. What do you mean a video game told you to call me at 5 a.m.? Independent developers supported. Nice.
Never test the depth of water with both feet.
Got him.
The buzz is starting to wear off. I think we're still hallucinating, though. You wake up in an unknown location. You see in a bed across the room a world-famous violinist. They look pretty rough.
You think of calling me as a joke? Yeah, it's 5 a.m. here. It's 2 a.m. over there. I don't know any world famous violinists. I know of world famous cellist Yo-Yo Ma. So you're finally awake.
The violinist has a fatal illness, and last night their circulatory system was plugged into yours. If they're unplugged from you now, they will die. But if you stay, in 9 months they will have recovered and can safely be separated. Do you leave now?
What?
Hopefully they don't take your kidneys too.
I mean, I'm assuming that we're on our deathbed still from the poison? Why would they want to be hooked up to me?
Just lying there, missing life while they feed off you? Hardly seems fair.
Did the timer start getting faster?
I guess they have a right to life. Shame they're depriving you of yours. Very odd to
Hours
consider such
wasted.
an experiment as that one. Hopefully the rest won't be as meta.
The dev disagrees, huh? Interesting. Can you even connect circulatory systems? I mean, I guess you can do blood transfusions, but I guess there's a way to, I don't know, maybe you cut a vein and like push that over to this side and you cut theirs and push it back to you. I don't know. That makes, oh, you ever think of something that you don't like and like your hands start hurting? Ooh, I don't want to be connected to somebody else. Ugh.
Silence is half consent. With all that cleared up, you go home. That's right, you own a house. If you can even call it a house. Too small for my liking. Tiny, in fact.
You're judging my house now?
In your drugged state, it turns out you've rented your tiny home to another person. Your contract states that you can evict them now, never to see them again. Otherwise, you're stuck with them for the foreseeable future as an equal tenant. Do you let them stay?
I mean, ask them to leave is different than kicking them out, is it?
Are you that scared of what they think of you?
Please
I
leave.
assume the homeless shelter is full at this hour.
No, I don't want to kick them out. I don't want them to leave right now. What give them time. Fuck. It's 5 a.m. Yeah, the time got quicker. I don't know why it's quicker than it was.
I feel like your subconscious is trying to make some clumsy comparison here. I'm sure it has merit, but maybe read up on it a bit more before you start preaching to me.
Let me see if I can slow the timer again.
Give them an inch and they'll take a mile. Oh, then...
Options. More options. Yeah, we're still on 0.5 speed. I can drop it down to 0.33 and see if that changes anything. It does feel like it did get faster, right? We agree on that?
Give them an inch and they'll take a mile. Oh, there now seems to be a tiny child trapped in your tiny house, but they are rapidly growing.
What? Wait, what? Oh, I'm sure it is intentional, but like, you know, I see there are people voting after the voting closes, so.
You find yourself trapped in the tiny house with a rapidly growing child. Already up against the wall, in a few minutes, you will suffocate. The child won't. If nothing is done to stop them from growing, they'll simply walk out free.
Oh my god, now it's 120 seconds. That sounds way too long. Look at the growing child. Yeah, I think making that timer longer was a mistake. Now this one's like painfully slow. There's a fast forward button? I didn't see a fast forward button. Does removing the child have negative repercussions? Unknown. We don't know. Be gone, demon child.
Removing the child would kill it.
How was the weather today? I didn't go outside today. So, I don't know, actually. I'm going out tomorrow. I'm going to get lunch tomorrow. But today, I just took it easy. Watched some streams.
The right to life. The babies.
Yeah, this is way too long. I'm gonna have to change the ticker back, the time back. Did I make shrimp and coleslaw today? I did. How'd you know? I made little shrimp sandwiches. Listen, they only offer that like once a month, and they always... What was that? I'll wait for the replay.
Your life is being threatened, and the child is the one who threatens it. You own the house. It is offensive deducing that the mother... I mean, you. It is offensive deducing that you can do nothing. If you're going to die, you should probably do something.
Yes, the glitching at the bottom and the top are like VCR kind of tracking errors as part of the game. What do you mean? What the fuck? The kid's expanding.
Cleanliness is next to godliness. The hallucinations are strong in this one. Suppose people seeds drift about in the air like pollen, and if you open your windows, one may drift in and take root in your carpets or upholstery. Sci-fi!
Okay.
You fix up your windows with mesh screens, the very best, to stop any people seeds from getting in. As as can happen on a very rare occasion, one of the screens is defective and a seed drifts in and takes root. Should you have the choice to remove the people seed?
I like how I'm high from being hooked up to a violinist for 9 months, not the red pill. We gotta mow. We'll mow the carpet so the people seeds get destroyed. Oh, I didn't change the time. Damn it. It very well could be, yeah. I mean, it could be a parallel to a lot of things.
This sounds like an abortion question.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't like politics in my hallucinations.
The expanding child, yeah.
I read on a bumper sticker, guns don't kill people, abortions do. Insightful analysis.
Canceling. I guess I'm taking these very literally, as in like actual people seeds and not, you know, an analogy for abortion. As a disclaimer.
It does sound a bit inconvenient having a person growing out of your upholstery. If you want them, have them. If not, that's your choice.
All right, let me change the timer back down.
Every man is the architect of his destiny.
Back up.
There is a box.
There is a book. All right, we were at 50. We'll go back to 0.5. Let's see. Maybe I was just imagining things.
Every man is the architect of his destiny. There is a box in front of you. Inside it is your future.
All right, pack it up and ship it out of here, baby. I'm done.
Ultimately, no answer here is wrong. It's just a choice on how you want to live your life. Do you go on an unknown journey or take control of your destiny and choose your own outcome, whatever that may be?
I mean, where do you see a fast forward button? I don't see a fast forward button anywhere. I don't see a fast forward button. I would take control. Oh, in the menu? Oh, yeah.
Take
Understand now. Thank you. I don't think we need a fast forward button. I just think we need to get the time back. I like the minute. I think it sped up, and I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it seems to be back to about normal, so I think we're good.
But do you ever actually take control? Or just always answer A or B?
Schrödinger. Great. Oh, uh-oh. What's going on? XXX Beelzebub _ XXX.
You stand tall, knowing that you will thrive in the unknown before looking at what lies ahead.
Time's taking control. 1. Did it say Beelzebub?
Cowards die many times before their deaths. In front of you stands everyone you've done wrong by. In front of you stands every decision you didn't want to make, but still made. Or did you?
Or did I? I did say Beelzebub. Beelzebub would have been better, yeah.
Everyone, including the dead, move towards you slowly. Every decision you've made up to this point is staring back at you. Do you run, or stand firm and confront your past?
Look, the child, the dog, the fat brothers. The gang's all here. Me as a dashhound. I didn't click out. Sorry, I hope it didn't chirp. I didn't click out. This is the dog we killed. This is the dog we became. Just to be clear. I stand by all the choices I made. They may not be the best choices, but you know.
Are you not scared?
They're uniquely me. The hospital kid from the beginning. Yeah, everyone. The gang's all here, as they say. We'll murder them again, yes.
In their eyes.
This is a gimmick in Metal Gear Solid 3. I never played Metal Gear Solid 3. I only played 5. The train, the trolley. Oh. Beelzebub wants to be friends. Yes. Can I click on that? No.
The dead present a railway track to you. Before you know it, they have gone. All good things come to an end. You stand alone. Next to you is a railway track. A trolley is barreling down it in your direction. There's no lever in sight.
Do you stand in front of the trolley or move out of the way?
You notice the entire world sits next to you on the track. The trolley will surely hit it, killing everyone and everything. You hear a whisper. Sacrifice yourself to me, or I will take everything. What do you do?
You gotta save more people, right? Yeah, if the world gets blown up, what am I gonna do? Now playing Trolley Problem Inc. Very good.
I wouldn't bow to a god I can't look in the face.
Breaking the rules. Am I a dog gear? I'm the dash hound from earlier. How do you pronounce it?
Who even is this? How do you know they aren't lying?
Taking the question very literal at face value. Me versus the world. Dashund invited me to chat. Oh.
Everything goes dark.
Altruistic suicides, yes. I'd like to think that I would sacrifice myself as everyone else, but...
From the Pit Magistrates Court. Tel 616. Subject, Justice. Your sins can no longer be ignored. Beelzebub summons you for crimes against humanity. The sentence will stand with no prospect of future contest or appeal. It is your decisions, and solely yours, that has brought this court together. And so, you must face your crimes and despicable acts alone. Accordingly, you shall not be allocated a defence, nor will one be required.
Okay.
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Your eyes feel heavy. The room around you is imbued with a sense of archaic evil. Overcome by the smell of sulphur, all you know for sure is that you're miles below the crust.
The crust.
You're swiftly escorted into a courtroom where you're put on trial. You have killed many people and a dog, among other crimes.
The dog.
How do you plead?
I mean, can I do guilty asterisk? Yes, I'm guilty, but it was all in the name of saving more people, no? I'm not going to say I didn't. Obviously, I did. We've got an hour and a half worth of VOD saying I did. Like, I don't know. Does the devil watch my streams? Hopefully not.
Really?
No, I just pushed it for the fun of it. Yeah, wait, I guess I'm pleading guilty. I'm not ruling myself guilty.
Do you not feel you were forced into it?
It's just a prank, bro. Look, there's the camera right there. You couldn't see it? It was right here the whole time, dude.
The jury finds the defendant guilty on 3 counts. 1. Murder. 2. Animal cruelty. You should have saved the dog.
There's no way to save the
3.
dog.
Attempting free will. You're sentenced to conform without the possibility of parole. You will never again be free to choose. When in Rome, do as the Romans
Why does my
do.
cursor have blood on it? Wait, when did that happen?
You're at the base of a bridge. You have no idea how you got here. A person stands before you, atop the overpass. They're next to a lever. A voice whispers to you, "We know what's best. Remove that choice. Afterwards you can jump off a bridge with us." There is a runaway trolley travelling below you. You're part of the collective now. You can't let that person's free will get in the way of progress. Eliminate them. You probably should do it. Fit in with the group. #friends, #love, #instagood.
I mean, I don't even know what the person. What? If I kill the person, what happens to the trolley? Wait, no, wait, I want to leave. Wait, why does both of them show me killing them? Oh, there's no choice.
Finally going to find out the answer to the age.
There's no choice. Oh, no.
If your friends jump off a bridge, would you?
Oh, no. Oh, shit. Even though they just told me that, I still did not expect that. Interesting. It still says leave in the chat, but...
Do you honestly want to kill people? Or are you just copying others? Would you rather be a leader or a follower?
You decide if I want to do with a minigun or an axe. Yeah, I guess if I was forced to kill somebody, the minigun's the way to go. Developers know this is a heavy-handed metaphor for the pressures of society. Do not kill each other or jump off of bridges. Yes. You agree with 100% of players worldwide. Well, at least we're all in agreement.
Kill your masters. This is it. The last question before we wrap up. By far the most important one.
Okay. Here we go.
Do you feel society pressures you to do things you don't want to, constantly forcing you to chase some distant concept of happiness?
No, that agreement with the dev is over the course of the game, not just that one question. So in the context of the game as a whole, I agreed with him about 60% of the time. Do you feel a strong society pressure? Do you feel society pressures you to do things you don't want to, constantly forcing you to chase some distant concepts of happiness? Yeah. Oh, there wasn't even a timer on that one. Achievement unlocked. Entry level philosopher. .3D art. Interesting. Did I miss 3D art? Yeah. Reed Graves is his name. His last name. All authors are referenced. I missed the train, yeah. I was too busy killing a dog, apparently. Yogcast was the publisher. All right. Holy cow. I can't say I feel better playing it. However, I did enjoy the critical thinking. So yeah, one of the nice things is that all of those things are all based off of real court cases or philosophy questions or Stephen King books or like they all have references for real life. So you can play through the game, and as you go, you can The Pill Problem, The Matrix, directed by Wachowski. You can come and reference what the ethical dilemma is. So interesting. Stephen King, Christine, yeah. I like that. I really like that there's a reference. My one thing was I think you should be able to mouse over the thing in the bottom and have a quick description. You know, what is Christine and how it relates to the question. You know what I mean? But yeah. Where's the reference for when we use a ramp to send the fat guy into the sun? Let me see if I can figure out what question that is. Hang on. Oh my god. How do I know a week? The tracking torture Central City. Okay, so it must be Act 4. Week 1. The pill, innocent threat, absurd, loved ones, expression. No. I don't even know how we're going to find this. Violin, tenant, expanding child, people seeds. So it must be before this, right? So it has to be one of the week 1. The absurd problem. Let's see.
There is no time like the present.
Oh, I didn't know I was doing that.
I can feel some deep stuff coming. Try this one. The question should not be, what is the...
Okay. Reading list. Let's see. The absurd problem. Sankar. Shabda Kayanika. Calcutta. Anada. Marga Publications. No idea. You'll have to look that up. But yeah. I think that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for coming to play. Yeah, well you played too. Now you can all go write your senior theses for psychology on the mind of an adult brain. Now that we've fully delved into my brain, I hope that you guys will consider donating Hex dropped a link, or you can do !donate. It is going to help the people of Ukraine. Again, it is all humanitarian aid. It is not anything advancing or helping the war on any side. It is just to help the people who are displaced and need medical attention, food supplies, stuff like that. So please consider if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Spread the word. Tomorrow at, I believe, 2 o'clock, Limes will be live on their channel. 6 o'clock, we will be doing Mario Kart on Rev's channel. Sorry, Mike's channel. So check that out. And then I believe at 9 o'clock, Vinny is going live on his channel. Let me double check those times. Those are all Eastern time. Eastern Standard. Yes, 2 p.m. Limes, 6 p.m. multiplayer, 9 p.m. Vinny on his channel. All Eastern time. So come back for that. Tell a few friends. Yeah. If you're interested in seeing more of me, you know where to find me. I'm not going to plug myself too much. But that's all I got. I hope you have a good night. And I'll catch you later. You guys have a good one. These interaction reminder things get weird, so I know you guys are smart people. You do what you want. I'll catch you later.